about you guys. I'm so sorry. I accidentally hit stop streaming rather than change scene. We're back up now. I apologize.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, use my inspiration and re-roll it.
All right.
Oh, even better. Perfect. 9. No.
Okay. You, APOC, you are you're only wearing your pants and your sleep outside with the weather, everything. The sun rises and it is the middle of summer and it begins to cook a little bit of your back, especially as your skin is an interesting kind of skin tones for it because of your race, where you
Mm-hmm.
can endure a lot of like direct sunlight for it,
Okay.
but it's not a comfortable sleep.
Okay.
And as you sleep, it's you're racked by nightmares.
Okay.
There is screaming, there is fire, there is brimstone. You are standing in the middle of a battlefield, and there is fire and hate, and the voice of that man just in your head. You
Okay.
are living a nightmare and potentially you're not sure if this is your future, your doom, or anything with regards to it.
Okay.
As
Can
he
he?
mocks you, he mocks you over and over again. What do you do in that moment?
In that?
Sword is in your hand.
Oh man. He would attack. He would draw the sword and attack.
What? You are alone, except for in the distance you see armies of devils and demons fighting.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. So it's a disembodied voice. I gotcha. Um, honestly, what he would probably do is he would probably try to get as small as possible, his hands over his head, and just start yelling, "Shut up, shut up!" Just trying to quiet. If he could shout over the voices, then he can't hear them anymore.
Yeah, and you cannot. This is a living hell. And you notice your hand as you try to drop the sword and you can't. Like you're just like gripping the sword and kind of like holding it close, and it stings your flesh as you are in this state over and over again. You keep hearing him laughing insidiously, commenting on every flaw you've ever had over and over again. And then you hear Alice's voice laced with his voice. If you're not strong enough to protect me, then what was the point of your strength?
Yeah, yeah.
And it is debasing over and over again.
He'll probably start to cry, and just shut up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of it, and just kind of emotionally crumble.
And it doesn't relent
Oh my god.
until
Fun. Okay.
until suddenly it stops.
Okay.
As you are
Um.
curled up in this ball, you're kind of like panting, crying,
Yeah.
wheezing on brimstone, and you are just racked by physical, mental, spiritual pain.
Okay.
Suddenly, there is a hand placed on your shoulder. You are still naked except for your pants in this
Right.
moment,
Right.
and you flinch instinctively, but the hand doesn't attack you, doesn't do anything. And as you open your eyes just a little bit, snot coming down your nose, eyes just bloodshot red from the weeping and the endurance that you've dealt with, you see this armored figure,
Okay.
arm almost translucent, mist in this hellish state around you. There is this cool mist that is coming off of them.
begin clutching at the arm, not to remove it, but kind of like grabbing onto it like it's a life preserver.
And as you hold on to that arm, this masculine figure, you can't see his face. There's a hood over his face, but everything else is armored. And there are wings that seem to be made out of mist just around him.
Cool. Okay.
And as you stare and focus on him, and he stares down, kneeling to be next to you, the pain evaporates. And the world around you starts to bleed away as there is this dawn behind him. It's almost as he is pulling you away from this place into the waking world.
Okay. He's not going to resist at all.
As you are waking up for a moment, maybe you're waking up, maybe you're still dreaming, but you are laying back down on this dirt and the sun is rising. And as the sun is rising, there is this figure still there holding on to you, leaning down, and roll a perception check.
There we go.
In Celestial, he speaks.
Okay. What does he say?
In this tone that almost seems monotone for a moment, but still is able to convey a deep strength and well of power within him. The hardest thing, but one of the hardest and most difficult things we can ever do, is to forgive ourselves.
Oh, that he just breaks up at that point. I mean, just little kid, ugly cries.
And the mist is there. Your tears mix in with the mist. And the mist is cooling, forgiving, embracing for a moment. But then there's this sting in your hand. Your hand is hurting. And you wince in pain. And you finally wake up. And you are still on the ground, tears staining your face. And you're still clutching the sword so tight, and your hand is cramping.
Okay. Shift the sword to the other hand, and I start,
Roll a
working.
strength saving throw, please.
Oh, you were waiting for that. I could tell.
Yeah, it takes a lot of strength. Your hand is just hurting so much. And as you are able to pry your fingers off, you can see and notice there is like bruising on your hand and around the fingers for it. But once you're able to get it out of your hand still hurts and is cramped, but you are now able to move it normally and full functions over your motor skills.
Can I study the bruises on the hand? Can I roll insight to see if I mean, is this just a case of my hand cramping, or is there more to it, perhaps a supernatural bend to it? Can I roll insight on that?
Roll an insight check to try to see what may be going on.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah, at this moment you have no idea.
Okay.
You don't know if this was like a horrible nightmare or if this is punishment or whatever it may be.
Okay.
But you have no idea.
Okay.
You're so strong you hurt yourself.
I figure that's exactly what's going on. And my sword's just trying to protect me. So, yeah. Okay. Starts to get up and kind of shake the effects off, and then starts calling for Erlon.
All right, are you shouting loudly or are you going inside to try to find him? What is Apoc doing? It's right now, it's
He
5 in the morning.
he's confused and I don't give a shit. He's just shouting.
Okay.
Panic.
Erlon, roll a con save to see if you wake up. Roll low to wake up. If you roll high, you're still sleeping. You are sleeping like as much as you.
One
Best sleep
time.
ever. Best sleep ever.
Sorry.
Lance and Alice. Or Lance, roll a con save. Lance, you
Yes,
immediately wake
my
up.
boy.
You immediately jolt up. Alice, you've been in this waking up sleep. So you do wake up as you start hearing Apoc screaming for Erlon.
Lance wakes up. So I've had my full long rest now, right?
Yep.
And he's just gonna tell Apoc to shut the fuck up in Celestial.
Okay. You go out. Does Lance go outside to say that?
Yes, he
Okay.
just walks. He gets up and he's grumpy and half asleep, and he doesn't actually go out the window or the door. He just opens the window and just yells it
Gotcha.
through the window over here.
Okay. Gotcha.
Am I hearing all of this yelling back and
all
forth?
All of you are hearing it except for Erlon because he rolled when he needs to stay asleep. He is snoring and having a really good dream, probably talking to those women.
The baby wakes up and says, "Would you just wake that asshole up?"
Or Apoc, you would know. Lance didn't speak Celestial last night.
Well,
He's not
you
even.
would not have not known what languages you do speak, so
Yeah,
I don't know if you told him what languages.
that's had to been.
Well, okay, I guess M and Erlon would know because Lance said it at the table that he didn't know what they were saying. He just thought the language was beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just begging you. I need Erlon, please.
Lance,
Tears streaming down his face.
you see him, and you could definitely tell something spooked or hurting Apoc right now.
Why don't you come inside? I'll go get him. But come inside and stop screaming. You'll wake the baby.
What baby?
The baby was born. I guess. I don't know. I've been asleep too.
He's gonna start crawling towards the door and try to come in.
Okay, Apoc, you stumble in. Zanny, Alice,
Yeah,
anything?
Zanny's been walking towards because she's trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And then when she sees Apoc, she's like, "Oh, nine hills, what the fuck?" And just goes running out to him. What have you done? What is going on? What are you doing?
I need Erlon. I need him.
You need a doctor, and good for you. I'm fucking wrong. Get your ass inside.
He does.
We gotta
Stumbling
take care
in.
of you. We gotta patch you up.
Zanny,
No, it's
roll
not.
roll a perception or a medicine check.
Actually, better at perception. No, I'm not. That's persuasion. That's persuasion. I'm gonna talk and not seeing. I got one eye. Damn it. There we go.
Very much your medical analysis of him delusional. Something happened. You're not sure like what mental thing is going because you're looking at his body. There's a little bit of a suntan burn on his back, but not like serious at all. But still noticeable. And then you notice his hand severely bruised.
You got some exposure going on and some. Let's get you inside and get you some water, okay?
No.
What language? Sorry, quick thing. What languages does Zanny speak?
Common, Aramic, Gnomish, Quarian, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay, then proceed. Sorry.
And honestly, he's probably still speaking in Celestial because Lance engaged him in Celestial, and he's just saying, "No, water's not going to help. I need Erlon. Only Erlon can help me."
So I'm probably not getting anything out of that except proper nouns. So I'm getting nothing except Erlon, something, Erlon, something, Erlon.
Yep.
And he's trying to pull out of your grip, and
Alice, you see this and you're there.
Oh, yeah, no, Alice was going to go, oh, darling, he does not need water. He needs. Where's Lance with my liquor?
He certainly
Um,
doesn't need any liquor right now.
Lance by this point has gone and taken an Orca Cola out of his bag that's ice cold from being in the thing, and just rubbed it on Erlon's face to try to jolt him awake.
Erlon, you wake up after. It's funny. You were having a nice jacuzzi with some,
I was dreaming about the girls.
fans, and then suddenly you snap awake as there's this like cold wind, and suddenly you just like eyes pop open as you see Lance rubbing a Orca Cola bottle on your face.
Literally, I'm just gonna yell like again. I was so close to the good ending.
Apox lost his shit and needs you. Lance
Wait,
is still
what?
saying this in Celestial.
You don't understand Celestial.
I don't understand it.
Lance
so literally,
sits there
I'm
for
gonna
a
say,
second and like thinks and goes, and has to force himself to speak in common for a minute and goes, Apoc is losing his shit and wants you.
all right, where is he?
Outside. What the fuck language was I speaking a minute ago? Wait, why do I know Celestial now?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Dude, I know karate.
I do karate. And what is M doing at this moment?
All right, so they're all taken care of in the room, the family, and we're all gathered back up. That's what's going on.
It sounds like it. You hear some yelling, and then you hear more yelling, and now it's inside yelling, and then you hear more yelling.
No, go.
The Wells family is doing all right. Dante looks concerned.
The
and
Wells are doing well.
Yes. Dante looks tired but a little annoyed because the baby is starting to like react to the shouting a little bit. So and Melody's trying.
I'll go shut them up.
All right, thank you.
Go shut them up.
You go over there and you all can play out the scene however way you want. I'm gonna take a step back.
All
Yeah,
right, what's
I'm
going
just
on?
Yeah, and whatever is going on, maybe take it outside. There's a a newborn that's. This is kind of loud in here.
Is Erlon there?
Yeah, so I just arrived and just asking what's happening.
So Apoc's on his knees and he just grabs at your waist and just buries his face in your stomach and starts crying and starts saying, I don't want that. I don't want that. Help. I need your help, please. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And you're not, I mean, I don't know if he's angry at this point or sad, but he's fucking terrified.
Are you still speaking in Celestial?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Lance just looks at Erlon and goes,
He's speaking in
he
tongues.
said he's sorry and he doesn't want that and he's sorry and he needs your help.
All right, and I'm gonna let them know I don't understand, so I'm going to have to use one of them as a messenger. But basically, just to remind him that there's nothing to be sorry about. That he's been doing a great job, and he's been continuing to show that he's a warrior just like me. Who's gonna say that?
I think he still understands you. You don't have to have me translate for you.
Oh, okay, good.
If you say it louder, it's easier for him.
Good job, though. That was a good job.
He's
Quick thing.
clutching at you and just holding you as tight as he possibly can, and he's just crying and basically your stomach, your in your crotch area. Sorry, and he's just sobbing.
Were you gonna say something, Gazan? Sorry.
Yes, thank you. Hold on one sec. I was gonna say, Lance, you notice as he's grabbing it onto Erlon's body, you would be the only one to pick it up. There's something on his hand that you recognize. The bruised hand.
What is it?
Another hand.
You notice that it looks like it is infernal script.
Oh,
What?
When Lance notices that, he's gonna grab Erlon's hand
Or sorry, not
and look at it.
Apoc's hand.
That
Apoc's hand.
too. He'll grab both their hands so it doesn't look weird. And
No, this
I
doesn't
mean,
look weird
does
at
that
all.
not look
Looks
weird?
twice as weird. Got it.
Holding both
and then
hands.
he's gonna drop Erlon's hand and look at Apoc's hand. And does he recognize? Is it a word?
Yep. I just sent it to you.
Great secret.
Sounds like you're discovering something.
It's
You
like-
should probably
looks like it's
discover it
been
outside
moved
or
and
quietly.
something that you can-
Again, outside.
We're not moving right now, Em.
What was that, Kassan?
I said it overall looks like a bruising, like actual like the bruising of like something being like like hurting a hand with it all, where the sword grip, the hilt of the weapon was, but then there's that imprint in the middle. And I just sent you the word.
I know. Lance is just gonna stare at it for a second and go, Apoc, what the fuck did you do?
Maybe we don't.
I
phrase
let my
questions
I
like that.
destroyed my family. I murdered my father, essentially. I didn't mean to. I wasn't strong. I wasn't strong then, but I'm strong now. And he's trying to kind of straighten up and wiping his face and trying to, I'm not gonna fail again.
Oh,
Lance is gonna drag you outside and tell everybody else to stay here.
hold on. Before you do that, just when he's talking about the past, I'm just gonna reassure him that, like, what's in the past, like with my past, I can't change what's happened to me. I can only like move forward, and just reassure him that like he is exactly what he said, that he's stronger now, and that and right now, like, just to not really dwell on the past as much, because then it's gonna just ruin him. And then you can take him away.
Off with him.
Off with him.
Off
But
with
by the way, so I mean, Erlen, you can follow him after, like a follow.
Yeah,
after.
I'm going to. Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah. Not in hell's you're not keeping me away from this boy.
No, Lance tells you all to wait.
Lance,
And
I
he
know you
drags-
want me to
For-
wait, but like
for
he's
what?
asking for me.
Yeah, I mean,
This is
he's got
above-
he's got a pretty firm grip on him. Like, it's surprised Big Red can breathe.
Lance,
You can say whatever you want, honey. Zane,
is
just keep walking.
the handle like a pull in or a push out?
For this door, it would be push in to enter the home. So you
Is it like a curved handle?
Yes.
Okay, as soon as he goes outside, he's gonna slam the door and shove his cane through the door.
I'm breaking through the door.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
There's a window. You realize that?
Yeah,
Use the baby as a
he
battering
goes right
ram.
through the window, and I just point at the window. Just like,
Okay.
Well, he knows it's not gonna hold them very long, but while he has a second, he's gonna look at Apoc and go, "I need to know why you have infernal script on your hand that says sinner before they get out here."
What? What? Well,
He's gonna flip his hand over and aggressively like point at it and like kind of stick his thumb a little bit into the bruise so it hurts and kind of brings his attention back, and he's like, "This is infernal script and it says sinner on it. You were marked in your sleep last night. What happened? You need to
That's-
tell me now."
Erlen, are you breaking the door or are you opening the window? What are you doing?
I'm currently ramming into the door right
Oh,
now.
Alice is
Roll
trying
a-
to grab both of the little people by the back of their little necks.
Okay, roll. Alice, roll a athletics check. Erlen and Zanny, roll athletics checks too, or acrobatics.
All right, the bard, hold back the barbarian. Got it.
Yes.
Oh my god.
8.
Sounds
and
about right.
13. So the barbarian breaks free, and so does the doctor.
Oh, poor Alice.
I'm going out a window.
Okay.
Yeah,
what
while
is it?
while that's happening, M just goes over and just opens up the window and starts climbing out.
There we go. And M, you're out. Erlon, you see M get out the window. Are you gonna ram the door?
I'm running to get out as quickly as possible. So I'm literally just going through the door. I don't even notice really that they're going through the window. I'm just going through the door.
Roll a athletics check. You're now gonna start destroying this man's home.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
19. You slam into it and it cracks a lot. Probably one more good ram could do it. Do you do it again?
Oh yeah.
Roll another athletics check.
Taking
Are
taking
you
out
opening the door right as he comes running
Yeah,
through?
can it
And
please be timed for when he smashes and the door opens, he just goes flying through.
Well, no, the door I said is an push in. So he's going this way. The door opens in. So right as Zanny pulled the cane, he slams into the door, but doesn't open yet because you rolled a 9.
Okay.
Zanny, do you open the door now? Okay, Zanny, you open the door, and Erlon, you can proceed out with Alice. Lance, I'm assuming you're pulling Apoc away from the group.
Yes, he
Okay.
just looks at them and goes, "Do none of you listen?
No.
This is
We
for
all
your
heard you."
safety. Stay back."
Alice is giving him a like, I tried.
We all heard you, loud and clear.
Yeah.
Why do none of you trust Lance?
It's not about trusting Lance. It's he obviously needs help, and as you keep pointing out to everyone around us, I am a doctor.
Darling,
This is not medical.
Yes, it is.
It's
Okay, then
arcane.
Lance,
Psychiatric.
explain it.
It's
All I know is we earlier several hours ago decided that we're an adventuring party and we don't need to be keeping secrets and we can help each other.
Lance
Apoc.
holds up his hand. He's just holding Apoc's arm at this point. This is his arm. He just gets to do what he wants with it. And he just holds it up and holds the hand up. He's like, "He was marked an infernal script last night. It's a curse. Stay back."
Alice is going to Apoc. You just hear across your mind. What do you want, darling? You can't respond to her. It's got to be
Yeah.
verbal.
Yeah. Wow, I don't even know.
Yeah, Apoc, you don't have to know. Every emotion probably is playing out right now.
Yeah.
DM,
He's now clutching at Lance, crying into his belly.
that's
Lance,
fine.
you were gonna say
Can
something?
Lance make an Arcana check to see if he knows what this type of script means,
This
or
would
like
not be
why this
Arcana, this would
something
be
like this would
religion.
happen?
This would be more religion.
Okay, we can pretend we know what that is.
You're not sure.
I'll use my
Sure.
inspiration.
Okay. All right, 15. You heard Apoc. You've seen Apoc use his sword. You've heard Furnace mention that it is a Hellfire sword forged by the flames of the Nine Hells. He's been casting souls into the Nine Hells. You know that just from with what kind of weapon that is. Why he's being marked by that, you're not sure, because people usually who wield those swords usually could be corrupted by them. But to your knowledge, you don't ever know about anyone being branded by that. You though, no, wait. Did you succeed on the nature check about what Apoc is, or no?
Not the first time, but
Roll a nature check right now.
I was to say, can I make another one now that I know and I'm yelling at him in
Celestial.
Celestial?
Yeah, roll one more nature check. Okay. You know what he is. It clicks in your head. And then it starts clicking, wait a second. Angelkin, Hellfire weapon. Those are polar opposites, and that is a bad thing. It's basically two essences fighting inside.
Right. It's yin and yang, and they're fighting for control. And currently, Ying is winning.
Mm.
Is it Ying? Yang. Ying. Whatever. Evil winning.
That is what you will be able to deduce. And whatever trauma in his past or whatever thing he is experiencing, whatever it was he dreamt about out here in the middle of nowhere, some connection was made or something.
Okay. He's just gonna look at Erlon or APOC and then look at the rest of the group and go, I think we have a problem here. That's not, and he's gonna look at Zandy and go, it's not medical. And he's gonna look at M and go, it's not natural. And he's gonna look at Erlon and go, you can't smash it. And then he's gonna look at Alice and go, you might be able to drink it away, but probably not.
Darling, you can drink anything away.
APOC, stay. And he's gonna walk over here and tell them all what he just put together. That his sword is a hell sword that was forged in the hells, and since he's an angelkin, his sword is fighting the two natures of him and the weapon are fighting back against each other. I think activating whatever weird holy power he used yesterday is literally caused the sword to burn back against him. He's been marked and probably cursed by some type of devil. That's infernal script on his hands, and it says the word sinner. I think he is actually possibly whatever he was dreaming about last night was more than a dream.
Okay. So,
Hmm.
if he is afflicted like that, he needs a cleric or a paladin. He needs
Yes.
somebody with some holy powers.
There's a cleric back in town.
And I think there was a silver sword back there too.
Yeah, I know one.
Yeah, Erlon almost.
Your
You do?
girlfriend.
Wait, no, shit, he's right. Erlon, you do know one.
Actually, this might be a good time to mention it. I didn't really have a good opportunity before. I was gonna ask him about it, but actually, the paladin lady that we were talking to earlier when APOC showed up, she I don't know if anyone else noticed it, but she seemed to kind of recognize the mask and almost like kind of tried to like almost hide herself a bit, like she was like she knew who he was but didn't want to be known by him, which could definitely mean something. It definitely means something. Not it it, it, it means something.
Yeah.
Lance will just look at Zane and goes, I thought me and you had the most interesting backgrounds here.
Not by a long shot, honey.
I'm starting to see that.
She just kind of looks. She looks a little bit to the side at Erlon when she says, "Not by a long shot."
Well,
I think we need to get him away from here though, because there is a new fresh soul right over there.
Yeah.
And if there is any kind of this, he is pulling any kind of devil or whatever attention into this realm. We don't want it near that kid.
We should say any goodbyes that we want and probably get back to town and see if that silver sword is still there, and maybe you can go have a talk with them again, Big Red, and reacquaint yourself and maybe acquaint our friend with them as well.
well, that's fine by me.
Give you an excuse to go talk to him again.
All right. So yeah, we deliver the baby. Let's hightail it back to
And
town.
yeah, we should hurry because Lance just looks over at him. Whatever it is, it seems to have kind of he broken.
You all, you mind giving me a minute with him?
That's fine. We'll go inform the family, and you can come in and say goodbye after the rest of us are done.
Thank you.
Lance
Mm.
pushes everybody else inside. Well, okay, he
Okay.
can push Alice and Erlon. There's no way he could push M.
M was already going anyway.
And you kind of have to pull yourself out of his grasp. He doesn't want to let you go, Lance. You're his.
He definitely pulled himself out and put Sheldon in your hands, and
Oh God.
so he's emotional
Lance-
support turtle.
Just the
Lance,
turtle
you're, oh, go ahead.
looking at with lifeless eyes, or not even eyes, just sockets.
Lifeless sockets.
Yeah, it just makes the noise.
When Zanny walks past you, Lance, she taps you in the rear with your cane as she pulled it out of the door.
He'll just grab it
Goes
and go,
hand back.
thanks. I was really hoping Erlon wouldn't break it, but
He would break it. He'd break it easily.
I know. I needed a second to look at it without everybody crowding around to assess how dangerous it was.
Just
So
take
you went to
5 seconds and ask next time, and I won't go scrambling out a window, and maybe Erlon won't go breaking down a door.
Is anyone going to repair the door?
Yeah, after Lance will fix it. He has mending.
Okay. All right. So, Lance, you're fixing the door. People are saying goodbye to the Wells family. And APOC is being left alone? Is that my understanding?
No, Zanny's with him.
I think Zanny's with you.
Zane is,
Okay.
yeah, Zane is going to.
So is Zanny
Nobody's
and
leaving
APOC
APOC alone anytime soon.
That's what I was about to say.
He gonna
Um,
run.
So really quick,
And-
Erlon, I'm gonna basically go towards where I was sleeping, so the baby's in a room. Passing by their room, I'm literally just gonna pass by and say like, "Hey, sorry about the pan and sorry about the door. We'll see you later, or we'll see you some other time." And then I just go straight to the newborn's bed, and do like a quick little signature on whatever paper I have, and just put it underneath the pillow of Big Red.
You probably noticed there's a letter that Alice put in there already.
Yeah, you notice
Oh my
already.
God, I forgot.
You can
Uh,
sign the back of her letter.
No.
You do.
No, I
Dante
just-
does
Secrets on secrets.
Dante does follow you after you, Erlon, and offers to shake your hand. I want to thank you for everything you did facing those scorpions. You guys are heroes in my eyes. I appreciate it. Thank you. And kind of like offers you.
Yeah, and I'll definitely shake his hand, and then just tell him, hey, just be sure to take care of Little Red, and
Aw.
and yeah, so I'll definitely still drop off that signature,
I'll get
underneath
her,
her pillow. Yeah,
get her a red blanket next time.
sounds good.
Thank you, Erlon.
Thank you.
Is Erlon still covered in blue blood, or did he ever like wash
No,
the
I
rest
did.
of it
He
off?
remember I watched
he-
it all.
Oh, okay.
Washed it off with it. That's why he entered the home dripping wet.
Yeah,
I just imagine the blue bloods like dyed his hair now, so his hair's just like bright purple.
No, it's red with blue highlights.
America.
God.
Right? Anyone else saying goodbye to the Wells family?
Yeah, and we'll say his goodbyes. And oh, I didn't. Hold on, let me look up. He'll say some words in Sylvan, and he'll give them some Fey blessing for the new life. And I'll look up an Irish blessing right now to see what he'll say.
Okay. And you said you're granting a Fey blessing to the family or to the baby?
I mean, I don't know if I have actual like blessings, but he was just gonna say more just like a generic, just like this is what we say in the Feywild kind of blessing.
Okay.
But he was directing it more towards the child, but I guess kind of towards the family as well, but mainly focused on the kid.
Gotcha.
M just binds this baby to him.
All right.
I mean, M's new to the prime. He doesn't know if he's got that kind of power. He's just like, hey, I'm gonna say some words to this kid and wish them luck for their life.
20 years from now, this kid shows up, Master, what can I do for you?
Well, I mean, Fey blessings can cause things to happen, whether warlock or sorcerer. So,
Oh, good. You made a wild magic sorcerer. Good for you.
we'll see.
But it is funny you say that, because one thing that does bring up something I was thinking about saying earlier, but then I forgot because a lot of other stuff happened. But as he's saying his goodbyes, he'll just kind of look towards the kid and say, you should consider teaching him some magic. It's pretty useful, especially in this area. If you get him into the druidic arts, it can really be a boon for your farm.
Yeah, if she grows up with the talent or the connection to nature, we'll definitely be more than blessed to have her become a druid and join a circle.
Well,
Thank you, Em, for everything. Just like with Erlon, if it wasn't for all of you, I don't know if I would have made it back home.
oh, no worries. We're here to help. We're a classic adventuring party. We don't have a name quite yet, but you're our first. Huh. I think you're actually our first person that we saved or helped as an official group. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I wish I could offer something in return.
Oh, no, none of that. We don't take rewards. Not this group.
Let me see what we have around. And he goes away to try to see if he can scrounge up any silver. But I'm assuming Erlon or M just backs away and leaves, right?
Yeah, he said, no, please save it for the little one.
All right. Alice?
Yeah, Alice also wants to go say goodbye. Obviously, she's gonna go say goodbye to Melody and the baby, and she's gonna say, "I hope you grow up into a lovely young lady, little Marissa Alice." And she's gonna just look at Melody and then look back at the kid. And then she's gonna take Dante aside when he comes back in there. Obviously, she's not gonna accept his money. She's rich enough. She doesn't need that peasant's amount of gold or silver. So she takes him aside and she goes, "Your mother just wants you to know that she loves you and she's proud of you. And she's excited to watch your little girl grow up."
How do you know that?
The same way I knew that I needed to help you tonight. I know things.
He definitely looks like confused, concerned, but also relief and maybe a little bit of sadness, just to know that she's still there, or not necessarily happy, not necessarily like sadness, but more of just like reopening a wound. But still, you see him just like close his eyes and be like, "Thank you,
Your daughter
thank you,
has her eyes, so if you're ever missing her, just look long and hard at your daughter and you'll see her.
thank you."
Alice is gonna just give him a pat on the shoulder. She's not a hugger. And her middle name's Alice. And then she's gonna walk out.
All right. Lance, you finish repairing the door, you've double checked the kitchen, you've made all the repairs from all the damages last night, and prestidigitate everything clean. Are you saying goodbye to the Wells family as well?
Yes, he'll come in and just be like, okay. I fixed everything that the idiots that I came with broke. Your door is fixed, your kitchen, is as fixed as it could be. There's probably a little bit of smoke tinge to it. I tried to get as much of it out as I could. I apologize for them. But you and your family, be safe, enjoy yourself, and I hope you had fun throwing that grenade.
I'm definitely tempted to get a grenade or some type of rifle to protect my family in the future.
Would Lance know how much a rifle is?
Several hundred silver.
Exact number. Or as much as Lance could estimate.
Probably around 300 or 400 silver, give or take.
Okay. Lance will dig in his bag and pull out a bag of silver for 400 silver and just set it down and go, a gift from us for your baby. Get that rifle to protect her.
Well, I don't know what to say. You guys know somehow knew exactly when I needed help, helped me survive the scorpions, and helped my wife deliver her kid, and now are giving me money to protect. Who are you people? What part of the 16 sent you? Which of the 16 sent you?
Honestly, I have no idea. Let's just say we needed to do this for ourselves as much as you needed us to do it for you. And I think that's become pretty evident to all of us here, even if I will never tell them that.
Thank you, Lance. I'll never forget any of you guys, what you've done here for me.
Yes, just remember to keep everybody safe and watch out for giant scorpions. Oh, do you want the tail off that scorpion as like a trophy?
No, not really.
Okay, just checking. Yeah. All right, good luck. And yeah, get a rifle to protect yourself. I have a feeling the world's going to get crazy again soon. Seems to do that every once in a while, and things seem to...
Well, hopefully the Civil War doesn't come here to the village or to the town. We don't have to worry about any war bombarding our small town.
Hopefully not, but always better to be prepared. And he'll hand him an Orca Cola.
To take him off the edge.
And just be like, I know cigars are normally traditional for babies, but I don't have any, so have an Orca Cola.
Thank you.
Yep.
And put the Orca Cola to the side. He definitely is going to drink it, but right now it's morning. I'd say right now it's about 6 a.m.
He's been up all night. He probably needs an Orca Cola.
No, he's been drinking coffee.
Oh, okay. He still needs an Orca Cola.
He has taken the 1 point of exhaustion, so he's definitely tired. Marissa's also taken points of exhaustion. She's also tired, but it'll be a rough day, but they'll make it.
Yeah, Lance doesn't have anything to fix that, so.
Yeah.
And as Lance turns, he flicks his cloak, and it seems to billow behind him, very, cinematic as he exits.
Awesome. All right. While all this is happening, Zanny and APOC, are you two talking about anything? APOC, you're still half naked. You have a turtle in your hand, though.
So am I still holding my sword?
Yeah, you have the sword
in my left hand.
In your left hand, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's just kind of holding himself and just, shaking and trying to figure out what the fuck he's gonna do with this turtle.
The turtle just with you and kind of like a skeleton just staring at you, and just occasionally its mouth opens and then closes. Can't speak, but you assume it may be trying to say something to you, but can't.
really weird.
Can I later take telekinesis, but have the the communication part be for Sheldon
We'll see. If you want to
as a
sacrifice
feat?
a feat, you want to sacrifice a feat for it. So, yeah. What, Zanny? Do you do anything? Say anything?
I take a minute to gather up all of Apoc's clothes that he has taken off, like his clothes and his armor that he has strewn off, and I bring it up to him as he's got the turtle in one hand and his sword in the other, and I just walk up with the clothes, just go. This, I'll take the turtle and the sword if you want to put your clothes on.
Why? These are a lie. This is a costume.
But they prevent the sun from beating down on you and causing heat stroke.
Who cares? I deserve it.
Can you come down here? I want to say this to your face.
Sure. He bends down, gets on, actually probably drops to both knees.
Just take your face in my hands and give you a little kiss on the forehead. I care.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you done fucked up. I care about you now.
You don't know what I am, what I've done.
Yeah, and I want to find out.
No, I can't.
Mhm.
No.
Yep.
That's
don't
my
have to tell me.
shame.
That you don't have to tell me, but I'm just telling you, I do want to find out. I'm telling you, I'm interested. I'm not telling you you have to ever tell me anything. But I am seeing that you could use some help, honey, and I would like to help you.
You need to find somebody who's worthy of the help. He's trying really hard to pull himself together.
Have
And
you
now his pride's kind of kicking in.
seen this lot? Y'all need it. That's why I'm here.
Don't make it seem like you stand apart from us. You're as fucked up and wicked as we are.
Oh no, this is purely for my personal gain, honey. I mean, one cannot adventure in this world alone. I need friends. And
I don't. I
yeah,
don't
you do.
want them.
Well, no, a lot of people in this world don't want them, but everybody in this world needs them. It's
Hey, Fox,
okay.
you remember what that figure said to you again?
Oh, I remember. Now, I'm trying to. Do you really think it's possible for one to redeem themselves?
I sure hope so.
How?
When I figure it out, I'll let you know. Kind of working on it too. I think like half of us, to be completely honest, honey.
Would you do me a favor? And he just kind of bows his head.
Anything, honey.
Take my sword and plunge it into me.
I'll do
won't
half of that.
resist.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna send your soul to the hells.
It's
know what
bound
that
there
means.
anyway. I'll be there soon. I'm damned.
She puts a finger under your chin to lift you up to look to so you look at her.
And he does.
Her entire demeanor changes. Darling, you're not going to the hells. I will see to that personally.
You're wrong.
We'll see about that.
He stands up. He's really tired. He stands up and begins putting on his costume that he once thought was his armor and his clothes, and he kind of looks at the mask, drops it, and then walks to the edge of the property, waiting. Just kind of waits there with his head down.
Zanny takes a deep breath and composes herself and just better than naked. I'll take it. Oh, I need a nap. Where's the rest of these people?
So to double check, are you guys leaving the mask on the ground?
I'm going to put it in my bag.
Okay.
Can say if she didn't, I was.
All right. Zanny, do you go say goodbye to the Wells family or just leave it as it is, focusing on APOC at the moment?
I do. I go say goodbye, and it's not perfect Aramaic, but I leave them a doctor's note in Aramaic for just like aftercare instructions, things they should probably be looking for, that kind of thing, and signs that they should take the baby to a cleric or some kind of healer.
Mom can return to work in 12 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's a lot of work that Dante has to do by himself around the farm, and that's perfectly okay. It's his farm. He lives off of it and everything. So.
And I do leave. Let me pull out my doctor's bag. Grab my supplies real quick. I'm going to leave 2 syringes behind for them with instructions on how to use these, as well as just a dose of camphor and antipyretics.
Okay. Wait, are you putting an injection in them?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a dose in. I'm gonna put a dose in each one of them.
Okay. Mark off
and leave them behind with instructions on how to use them, just in case of emergency.
Got it. Mark off a 10th for each dose that you're giving, so to track the bottle usage.
Yep. And stress to them, this is not to fix your child. This is to help keep your child okay while you go find somebody to fix your child. Okay.
Understood. Yes, I'll try making the trip to find the cleric Silwyn, probably tomorrow or the day after.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor, for everything.
Anytime. It was good to have the practice. It's been a while since I birthed the baby.
I just don't know what I did right, but I thank the 16 and my grandmother for everything.
Grandmother? What's your grandmother got to do with this?
Alice mentioned that perhaps there was some type of spiritual moment.
Huh. Now it makes sense. Okay. Now things make more sense. Okay. Sorry, sweetheart. A light bulb just went off in my head. I just figured. Oh, light bulbs are neat, aren't they? Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm really tired. Take care of your baby, sweetheart. You be good. She just turns around and starts walking away before she can continue to rant.
Thank you. Take care. And uh yeah, and he does go outside to watch you and like wave you off at the perimeter of his farm.
We drag what's left of the carcass with us, right? Or do we just leave the scorpion there?
That's quite a good question. What are you guys doing with that? It is starting to decompose because you just left it overnight without like preserving it, so it is starting to have a little bit of a smell to it. There were flies around it now.
Let's get it halfway out of here.
Wait, did you get the poison out of this thing and then not butcher the rest of the carcass? That's good meat.
Ew.
People survive on this stuff out in the desert, sweetheart. This could have fed this family for like a month and a half. Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't know people ate yucky bugs.
In Lance's defense, we've never been one to just have to survive on bugs.
I took a vial of blood for purposes. I took the poison sacks, and I took the tail.
Okay, well, this is either getting buried or coming with us because we are not attracting a pack of hyenas.
Oh, I figured we would drag it like halfway back and just leave it in the middle of the road somewhere.
Okay, as long as it's not here. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we don't want these guys eaten by hyenas after we just went through all of that.
Sweetie, can I get a lift?
Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Zany's made it how many years, and we're drastically shortening her life. Like, drastically. It's been 24 hours.
Zanny's like, I could live to be 500. And meets the party. I could live to tomorrow if I'm lucky.
One time, Gassan and I talked about, because you're playing a gnome this time, there's a chance you could actually run into yourself in the next campaign. I don't know about that after meeting you all.
No.
All right. The group heads out and begins a trek in the early morning. Well, that's a quick question. Are you guys eating before or just quickly heading out back to town?
We can eat how long did it take to get here?
About a little over an hour.
Oh, then we'll eat when we get back.
Okay.
It's not hot yet because it's still like just sunrise, so it's get out of the sand before hot stinky happens.
Let's get back and eat like royalty.
Yeah. You'll be back there into town around like 7:30 then.
Oh, also, Lance took that money out of his own share, not the team share that he gave for the gun.
Awesome.
I notated it differently on my inventory list, so it's just pointing that out.
Yeah.
Lance secretly wants to be lawful good.
No, Lance has
Brian, lawful good.
I have never played a lawful good character successfully in my life.
No, you're doing it fine now.
Are you sure about that?
It's straight because he's like, I'm gonna be chaotic neutral, and I'm like, these are all lawful good choices. And
what's more chaotic than buying some random dude a gun
for his hunting rifle for his family? That actually does. It's fine.
Hey, I think that's chaotic good.
Yeah.
I think we're riding the fine line of chaotic good
and neutral good. I would agree.
Yeah.
I mean, also, if APOC would have killed him, Lance just would have had use for the body. So, like, I mean, we'll shift back and forth.
Alice
we'll play somewhere between lawful good and chaotic evil, and we'll balance at chaotic neutral.
I still want to grab a spirit by its little ankle as it's trying to leave the body and just get back in there. Get back in there.
So you guys begin to make your trek through the desert heat. You do notice about halfway through, there are some giant vultures eating the carcasses of the scorpions. They're kind of blocking your path just a little bit, but you know that they may just take off unless you start threatening them. But
bloody demon birds.
Do you guys do anything with the giant vultures? They're literally bigger than you, but
Well, everything's bigger than Zanny.
Ooh.
But Lance looks at Zanny and goes, "I suppose you eat those things too."
I mean, if you gotta, you eat what you got to survive, honey.
I mean, honestly, someone somewhere will eat anything.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Lance just looks at Alice and goes, "Can we go? Let's just get to town where there's
It's not much better.
at least there's a kitchen."
That's fair.
I mean, and scavenger birds. I mean, it's mostly just stringy meat anyway. It's it really is a survival meat. Why am I talking about this? I'm tired. Em, wake me up when we get there.
So do you guys go around the birds or do you try to chase them off?
Lance
Oh,
will take
no,
the
let them do their
carcass
thing.
that we have and grab Erlon and be like, "Okay, we're gonna spin and toss over here. Come on, let's go. Big Red, you got this. Grab the big claws, Big Red."
No.
Literally just like that. No.
We're going around.
I was just gonna throw this thing that we drug halfway here over here, and then they'll go check that out, and then we can walk past them.
Okay.
I mean,
sure.
I can go talk to him if we want to.
That's
But
right.
I
You
think
just talk to
we're
animals.
good. I think we're good to just go around.
I'll take point. Boopity boo boo boo.
Lance shifts to the back.
Bigger.
Exactly. Exactly.
Boing,
Um,
Amber's gonna make sure to hold Blazer so he doesn't go after the birds.
Blazer is interested because big birds. But
Alice is walking in front of APOC. Just like, so she's between him and the birds.
awesome.
Doesn't say anything.
He's been so diligent about protecting her. It's her turn. Also, she has at some point during this walk tried to make you look as normal as possible, and that means putting your hair up in a ponytail with a pink ribbon. Because I can do that.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
I mean,
It's like a
there's
little one,
not
like right here.
a
It's.
tiny pink ribbon.
I can also make it grow for an hour, so she grows it out just a little bit first, and then she puts it up in the pink ribbon.
Surprisingly docile. He's really docile at this point.
Alice is just trying to be as normal as possible with APOC, while also
Oh,
being
so
a
she's
little bit.
ripper and drunk.
No, she's not had anything to drink today.
Then that's not normal.
Is she okay?
something's wrong.
It's been. Lance has her alcohol, okay?
So you guys walk around the giant vultures. You leave the carcass of the scorpion behind. Eventually, as you walk past them, you do notice they start like inspecting, especially as they're kind of like the vultures. How they do? They kind of like inspect, walking on their legs first towards it, and then kind of like extending their wings a little bit, and then start eating and scavenging for it. Is there any conversations you guys are having on the walk to town?
I'm probably legitimately falling asleep on top of him.
Does APOC still have his sword? Or
Yeah,
did we,
death grip.
did we successfully take it from him?
No. He's held on to it this whole time.
Okay.
It's kind of the tip is dragging in the sand behind him, but
You hear a
it's in
distant
his
scream of a
left hand.
bug being sent to hell.
Exactly.
Oh my god. That
Walks
was
through
your
an ant's nest and just there's just this thousand screams.
Aw.
Jesus.
But yeah, he's dragging the sword, leaving a trail
Alice
behind.
Alice is gonna put. She's not gonna immediately try to take it from him, but she is gonna like wrap her hand around his, like she's holding his hand, and just like slowly as they're walking, she's going to like start trying to pull his fingers off of it, like a little bit at a time, to see if she can get any give.
Ooh.
Roll a sleight of hand, and APOC, roll a perception check.
Sleight of yeah, I'm soup's good at this. Wow, it was almost a 13.
Actually,
Oh.
Alice, you
Oh shit!
because APOC is in a daze, he doesn't even realize it, but you take the sword off of his hand, or you take the sword out of his hand, at least for a couple of minutes.
She's the second she gets it out of his hand, she's not even gonna look back at Lance. She's just going to say, "Take this," and she just drops it on the ground as she's walking and leaves it for Lance to pick up because he's behind her.
God,
All right,
so
APOC,
dismissive.
you did bring all right, so pause here. Alice, you say this out loud.
No, telepathically. I'm so sorry, telepathically.
Okay, about to say. And you're dropping it with a thunk?
It's sand.
It's sand. It probably doesn't make too much noise.
No, it's believe me, as a person who's been in there, even like on a beach, it's not a loud thunk, but it's definitely
That makes
She's-
a noise.
Yeah. She's gonna telepathically say that, and then at the same time, she's going to be like, "It's a lovely day today, isn't it, APOC, darling? It's so great to feel the sun on your face." Just like making conversation to speak as she drops it.
all right. I will roll a stealth check with advantage, and APOC roll a perception check, just straight.
Okay.
All right, 17. What does APOC roll?
15.
All right. You are
Nice.
distracted, APOC. Or in your own head.
He's in his own head.
Alice is still holding his hand though.
Yeah.
She wants him to feel
Aw.
safe.
You do care.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. she has a heart in there somewhere. It's just full of
Wants
whiskey.
you to
and gin.
feel safe
Full of
while
whiskey.
disarming him.
So Lance, do you take the weapon?
Yeah. Does it do anything when he picks it up?
No.
Okay. He is just gonna slide it into the bag of holding.
All right. You hear a distant scream as a Coke bottle, an Coca-Cola bottle is sent to hell.
Damn to hell.
Hey, you just gave a devil a Coke bottle, an Coca-Cola bottle.
Oh no, we've given them Orcane.
Arcane. Devils on Arcane. Dear
They
God.
just
Like,
come.
man,
they
these are
just come.
these are
you just
so
see this,
rare
this
down
devil
here.
just like, hey, you got any more of them? You got any more of them Coca-Colas
So-
down there?
Just the
He's
bitch
act-
above me.
We actually just sent it to the BBEG, and he's gonna drink it as we're fighting him and just get hopped up on Arcane. Like, you did this to me.
It's all your fault.
All hopped up on Mountain Dew Red Bull.
I'm coming at you like a spider monkey.
All right, you all make it successfully back into town. And let me put you guys back on the Wahatwa map.
Hooray!
You are back at
Wahatwa.
7:30. You're back into town.
We made it.
Hey,
My
cool.
girls.
I wondered. We have to check out of our room in 3 hours. Should we go use them, or at least get breakfast at the hostel?
Would Alice know about what time the mail usually starts coming, or like the telegrams start flowing in?
Yeah, you would know that they get it at 7, like they're in office. They open a little earlier, or not. Let me rephrase that. They're at work earlier to get everything situated before the doors open at 8. So any mail potentially has already been sent out early at this hour. Potentially, you might be having your mail already delivered at the Wahatwa, at the watering hole.
That's Alice's first and only order of business.
All right. So is
Always
everyone
with the
heading
mail.
towards? Okay. You do. Let me roll really quickly something. Okay. All good there. Let me really quickly, because you guys are returning there. Let me reset the scene. All right. And Almost done. Sorry, I'm just like resetting this all and then switching out Apox's token. And copy.
I'm
Yeah.
snoring on top of Embrum at this point. Just very, very lightly snoring.
Are you drooling on the top of his head?
A little bit.
I can't wait to see how your hair looks after that.
I
Just
am not
like-
a pretty sleeper. Nope. Not a pretty sleeper at all. Zany's not a pretty sleeper.
Nobody in this party's ever gonna have hair problems if Alice can help it.
Just for the record, I too have that cantrip and had been waiting to use it, and now it's being used on me, and I love it.
Awesome. All right, you guys arrive at the watering hole at 7:30, and does everyone see the map?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Just checking. So you guys can enter. It is quiet. Seems a lot of people are sleeping, and it's currently empty. Barkeep or the owner, Dier, like this human, dark skin, red vest, white shirt, black trousers. Definitely calluses on his fists and hands. You can definitely see potentially has gotten into maybe a few fist fights or something. Welcomes you gingerly. Ah, you guys are back. I was getting worried about where you guys went.
Yeah, we went with that Dante guy and helped him deliver baby.
Ah, you spent the night over there. Makes sense.
So hey, I know when we left, you said there was something about a cleric being nearby.
Yeah, we have Silwyn. She sometimes is the local cleric around here.
Cool. Also, Erlon, what was her name?
She never told me her name. She told it to you. I never got
Sure.
her name. I'm 100% sure.
Which
Roll
is
intelligence.
exactly how Erlon likes it.
Roll an intelligence check to see if Lance remembers it. Because
Yeah, she only shared her name with you, Lance.
Nope, you can't remember her name.
Fuck, Lance.
We were talking to two girls last night over at that table. They were an elf and a not elf human, might not have been human, whatever. Last night before we left, are they still here?
Deer kind of like thinks, and let me roll for him if he remembers which two you guys were talking about.
Very muscular. Very muscular.
He
Paladin.
rolled a 6.
Beautiful.
He does not remember.
Fuck.
Crap.
Okay.
Is there two women staying here? One's a paladin.
Paladin, no.
Shit.
That is such a
Wait.
creepy thing to ask. Are there two women staying
I-
here?
One of,
Yeah, and he
one
kinda
of them
does
was
give
the
you a
silver
look.
silver hand or whatever, right?
Silver sword.
Zanny knows. Silver sword.
We need the paladin, not for any creepy things. We need an actual a paladin's help with something. That was why I was asking.
I'm sorry, she didn't stay the night, not to my knowledge.
Crap. Okay.
Can
Where
you
can we find
direct
the
us to
cleric?
two women who might be unprotected at this time?
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Oh my god, for real.
I'm assuming APOC does not ask that.
No, he does not.
So speaking of which, what is everyone doing at this moment? Like, or are all of you just approach the bar at the moment?
Alice is coming in for her mail. The second she gets a second, she's gonna be like, "Did you get a letter for a telegram for Alice Mazet?"
Yeah, we just got it. Actually, like 2 minutes right before you entered. Actually.
Perfect.
Let me get that for you. He kind of like looks through the mail, and
Oh, I don't think I would have, but did I get one as well?
let me check. What was your name again?
Lance Blacksands.
Lance Blacksands. Nope, I don't see anything.
Good.
Right, and let me give you yours. If you can just sign here, saying that I delivered it for you. He makes you sign something, Alice.
Yes, I'm waiting.
And I'm posting it right now. And it is sent.
God. Thank God. Bruce does love her. Ugh. He does care.
Erlon, I just go back to the same table and reminisce on everything that happened because I probably will never see these women again, and I'm very sad that Lance could not remember their two effing names.
Can I remember the other girl's name?
Roll an intelligence check. Eloquin. You remember the elf's name as Eloquin.
As Lance is sitting, he's like, Eloquin. That was not her name they were looking for, but she was with Eloquin last night.
I think Eloquin is at the Wahatwa station. She said she wanted to get the first train to Jeddah.
Crap. Okay. Thank you. I know we paid for rooms. I don't know if we're actually staying tonight again or what. We'll figure it out. We'll find you later. Okay, bye. Let's go.
Wait, we did reserve the rooms for you. Are you gonna at least pay for that?
Didn't we pay for them before we left?
You did not.
No.
I thought Zanny paid for them.
Zanny gave you the money to pay for them when she left.
That's why he's looking at you like, you guys never paid, and they reserved those rooms.
How much was the rooms?
50 silver each, so 2 rooms, so 100 silver.
Oh yeah, okay.
Zanny didn't give you 100 silver. Zanny
Alice.
gave you what was in it. Yeah, Zanny gave you 32.
Alice is gonna put down 50 because one of those rooms is hers.
Yeah.
All right.
Zanny gave you 32. She was paying for hers and for Embrin.
Okay.
Also, that's literally what she has in her pocket.
Lance would have given it back to you. If Alice put down 50, Lance put down the other 50.
Okay. So both of you mark off that silver. You guys are burning through silver very quickly.
That's why we need to get back to Jeddah. Alice's money bags is waiting there.
That's
Bruce,
why you're like, he loves you.
Bruce better show up with 2 bags under each arm, just like, my love. And then he drops the bags into her arms and then hugs her.
Lance will hold your money for you.
Perfect.
Are you giving Zanny her money back?
I gave you your 32 back.
Okay, so she finally wakes up.
You get a little bit of drool, Dr. Zanny.
Oh, you woke her.
He tried to slip it into your pocket without you noticing.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
I mean, you can do that easily.
Nope.
My perception's not great.
With an 8? No.
Oh yeah, never mind.
No, he's like lifting her jacket. Like, there's no pockets in this thing. Why is there no pockets in women's clothing? This is dumb.
There's like 5 pockets in my pants.
Well, I didn't want to be weird and stick my hand in your pants. I was trying to put it in your jacket.
Just a hand comes out. Just give it to me.
He just puts it in
I don't even know what it is. Just give it to me.
Arlon, were you about to say something?
Yeah, I'm sprinting towards the door, screaming Eloquin.
Running through the doors and running towards the station.
Yeah, we should follow him.
What happened?
What is stopping us from taking the train to Jeddah with them?
We still have to go save the feather.
We still have a job to do.
But my husband is waiting for me in Jeddah.
Well, our reputation's waiting for us right here. Excuse me, we need to go chase down Big Red. Get him down, Em.
Alice is like, my money.
My husband.
No, that's the order.
Yes, money. My husband.
And my husband.
Did Zanny just ask to get down, or did she just ask M to go chase after Big Red?
She's telling M that she's getting down to go chase after Big Red. She's
actually steering M to like
ratatouille
by the hair,
by the ears.
All right.
Before they leave, Alice is gonna look. She's gonna just turn and put her hands on Apok's shoulders and go, "Now tell me honestly, do you need a drink before we leave?"
Fine.
Oh no, he's sick.
Alice is gonna bring him up to the bar. 2 shots, please. I don't care what of, just not wine.
All right. Where's 2 shots for you?
Yeah. So how much is it gonna be?
You're asking the price. So okay, like I poured the 2 shots. So let me double check. You said whatever the cost is. So
yeah,
16 silver.
Okay, Alice is just gonna put down 20 because she doesn't feel like counting and it's easy to find 20. And she slides one over to APOC and she lifts her own. Darling, whatever's going on with you, and may we fix it swiftly, but may you not lose this new sense of party that you've got.
What do I do with it?
Well, you drink it, and it makes your insides feel warm, and it makes your brain kind of forget about the bad things that are going on right now. And it makes you happy for a little while.
He's never drunk alcohol.
Does
That's-
APOC do that?
Yeah, I've never imbibed.
Look, we're not going to make this a thing. You're not going to become me, Lance. But we need you, APOC, and we're going to fix you, but maybe this will help take a little bit of whatever edge you have off for a second.
He sips it.
No, you just no. You just have to down it. It's not
I'm
good
just
if you sip
imagining
it.
he takes a sip and she's just a finger on the back of the glass.
Like this.
APOC, roll a d20, 11 or higher. You like whiskey, 10 or lower. It's not your thing.
11,
No.
11, 11, 11, 11.
3.
Yeah, it's not his thing.
Not his thing.
Oh,
He
you were
choked.
close.
He
It's not
lightweight.
one. You don't spit it out, but you're like,
Yeah.
Oh.
That you do this how many times a day?
Well, mostly I drink gin, but quite often you get used to it. But do you look? It's not about the taste. Do you feel the way it burns?
It's oh no.
Let it just wash away all of those imperfections and impurities and problems. Give them all to the whiskey.
No, I'm okay. It's fine. Let's never do this together again.
Oh, darling, that's never going to happen. We're trying gin next, and if that doesn't work, we're moving on to cocktails. Maybe vodka, but vodka's like wine. It's a step above water.
Just hear
Where's her?
eloquent out in the background
yeah, you
from
see,
Earl.
Where is Erlon?
He's chasing after the love of his life right now.
We
I
have to
actually
go
like the
after
other
him.
one.
You'll take whichever one you can get.
Whichever one gives you the time of day, that's your wife.
You've already
Right.
written her name and your last name on your notebook.
What are you talking about? He's written her name, or he's written his name and her
His
last
name
name.
with her
He
last
doesn't
Yeah.
remember her name.
I never was told her name.
You never asked her name.
I
That's
never
what-
asked her name.
So her name's Eloquent Red on his notebook, I guess.
Oh, 100%.
Alice is
Okay.
just gonna direct APOC out after everybody.
All right. You
She'll-
leave.
She'll turn him
Wow.
into an alcoholic. Just you wait.
You leave without
You
inquiring
shouldn't
anything else.
aspire to that.
And, all right. You leave without inquiring anything else about the cleric, but that's fine. And make your way.
Her party just
Sorry.
left.
I know.
We asked where the cleric was.
No, he said, "Oh yeah, you asked if there was a cleric." He said yes. You didn't inquire where before Erlon bolted.
Okay, Erlon, you broke it.
No,
You know
that
what?
is
I bet
not
you we can
my
ask the
track of
train.
mind.
Somebody, we can find a cleric. It's fine. It's easy to find a cleric.
There's lots of clerics in Jeddah anyway.
Yeah.
Throw a
Um,
scorpion stinger without hitting a cleric.
So you guys start making your way for it. It is now, I would say, like around 8 o'clock as you guys are racing after Erlon and such. You do hear the people are now getting up, things are being done and everything. You hear a newspaper boy saying, "Extra, extra, read all about it. Biggest diamond found yet," as he's waving a newspaper.
Not is our Lance will stop when he hears biggest diamond. Go. Can I see the cover?
Sure,
Big-
mister.
Biggest diamond ever or biggest diamond here?
He shows you, and you scan the title, and it says one side of the newspaper says Lunar Extravaganza, and the other side of the paper says Skender's Guild stops ash wraiths, giant diamond 1. It's only 25 silver, mister.
That's not me. Sorry, I'll come back later. And just, I gotta go catch Crazy Big Red.
All right. You all pass the newspaper boy as he keeps hawking the new newspaper for it.
Lance is sitting there going, why aren't we on the front cover? They took our picture. What the hell?
Someone had a roll an insight check, Lance. As you're running and thinking about it, it kind of clicks on your head. Someone did something more impressive than a train heist, apparently. You guys, 5 minutes of fame is gone.
Damn it.
You would also know Skender's Guild is the kind of like one of the most well-known guilds in this region, around Merum. Kind of like good rivals to the Dawn Callers in Timosh for you.
Gotcha. They're like professional adventurers.
Correct.
Gotcha.
All right. So you guys continue racing towards the train station, and yeah, you eventually get there. What is Big Red doing or saying, like trying to get onto the station?
Literally just screaming her name still, like Eloquin, and says Eloquin, like
Are you buying? Let me rephrase this. Are you trying to buy a ticket or talk to the person at the front to get inside, or are you just outside the train station screaming her name?
Or do you stop and just go, I saved this goddamn train, and just push your way through?
Ram through. Can I? Oh God, I'm literally running, and is there like basically a person right there at the ticket, like the?
Yeah, there's a person there and there's also security.
Fuck. I'm running, and I'm telling them I just need to see if someone's getting on this train quickly. I swear I won't get on.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm using my inspiration.
Inspiration. All right, here we go.
Yes.
All right, they recognize you, and they're like, the train isn't leaving yet. A lot of people are getting ready, waiting for it. So, yeah, certainly.
Yes. Awesome.
Hi, DC. So, really, PF Chang's for Phoenix Family Changelings.
Wow.
So I'm basically going to look for
You see that
Eloquin.
there's a lot of people for it. Or so here's the question: are you just screaming her name in the crowd, or are you actually looking without screaming?
I am screaming her name in the crowd.
Because that's not going to be creepy at all. So, okay. Because these things may change her mood based off of the initial reaction for it. Going once, going twice. Is that what you want to do?
I mean, yeah, that's what I would do. Honestly,
Okay.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. This is what Erlon would do. So you start screaming, eloquent. A lot of people are looking in your direction in the station. A lot of like families are waiting to hear if the train's going to be repaired, if it's going to be repaired this morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, and you start making this scene. Let me roll to see if she hears you first or if the guards are going to tell you to stop that. Yeah. Security does approach you, sir. Could you stop screaming? You're making a scene and disturbing the peace.
And then I'm going to tell them, have you ever heard of Big Red?
Jesus Christ.
Do the rest of us get there?
You guys get there right as this is about to happen. So let me see. Wait, aren't you one of those guys that did the train? Came in through the train?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Big Red.
All right.
So we're looking for this girl. It's really dire because we're trying to find a specific person to help us in something else that's happening.
I see. Well, we can help you look for her, but please stop yelling. at the moment.
Oh, that's fine. If you can help us, I will definitely stop making a scene, even though I am always the scene.
Right. This way, we'll get you a private room for it. And you're ushered. The rest of you do see and hear the tail end of this conversation. Do you guys want to interject or say anything?
Classic Big Red.
I'm just coming like running up and just. I just heard it. I hear him. I heard him yelling. I pick up the pace. I get there, and it's all settled down. By the time I get there, I'm like, "Oh, did you find her? Find her? Did you find her?"
Not exactly, but we have some guards that are gonna help us find her.
That's
Can Lance scan the crowd and see if he can see Eloquin?
Oh, because you're taller. Thanks, Lance.
Perception
check. It's gonna be a high DC.
Oh, what?
Is what you needed, because you are literally scanning the crowd for it, and you do notice from the sea of from a lot of people. There's like at least 50 people, or 50 to 70 people right now in this like waiting area. Think of it kind of like how an airport or a train station waiting when you're waiting before you get onto the train for it. There's lots of seats and such. You are able to pinpoint her in the far back, kind of like looking like what's going on over there. So,
Lance will just pat Erlon on the head, said, "Go to that private room. Guards, it's fine. I know where she is."
I'm not going to the private room if you know where she is. I'm going towards her.
I will bring her to you so that you could talk to her in private without scaring her.
All right, for this one time, I will trust you, Lance.
Okay.
Don't see why.
Lance walks away, goes, "They should trust me all the time. I always know what I'm talking about. Clearly."
I hear this.
And Lance will walk up to Eloquin and go, "Hi, sorry we had to leave yesterday. I have a question. Do you remember talking to me?"
Yeah, she remembers you, and she kind of nods. Lance. And she kind of like glances as like M is going to the other direction, into the private room. She does seem a little like off, like wait, what's going on? Someone's coming.
I apologize for whatever that was. We were actually looking for you and your friend from yesterday. Not for anything weird, but I know she's a paladin, and we need a paladin's help.
Zionva, I don't know. She left. She said that she was heading towards Erdita, and I'm heading towards Jedna.
Are you a cleric?
No. What's going on?
One of our other friends, we went last night, and we had to leave. We went, and we got attacked by scorpions on the road, escorting this guy home, and then we got there, and we helped his wife deliver a baby, and somehow in all of this, one of our friends might have gotten cursed, and so I was looking for a cleric or a paladin, and I instantly thought of you guys and wanted to see if she's still around, see if she could help us out. And the guy at the inn said that you were heading to the train station, and Erlon was just trying to be helpful to our friend Apoc.
All right. I'm not sure what I can do to help, but when she kind of stands up, kind of brushes her dress a little bit, I'll see what I can do to look at it. I'm not a cleric, but if there's anything I can do, I can try to send a telegram to Zionva.
That at least that would be helpful. I would appreciate that. The guards let us use a private room so that not to cause any more disturbance than Erlon already did. Is it okay if you meet us in there?
Sure. And she just grabs her bags and...
here, let me carry this for you.
Oh, sure. She gives it to you. And it's like, you immediately like flinch a little bit at the weight. It's heavy. and she was just carrying it like nothing.
Lance does not say out loud, just thinks to himself, he's like, fucking elves.
And she just starts making her way, following you towards the room. You all are gathered in there. There's like kind of like security there, not necessarily like listening in, but they were like outside the door because they didn't want any other scene to be done or any more yelling in the station. But Eloquin walks in and kind of offers a smile towards M, and she kind of nods and then looks at Erlon, and she does smile a little bit more. I heard that you wanted to speak with me, or perhaps my friend Yonva.
Oh, I'm not muted. So Big Red 100% is like speechless right now, like a little kid, like amazed that she's actually there.
Did he process the other girl's name?
Yeah.
But he just forgot. He just went over.
He completely forgot about the other chick.
Forgets the whole reason why you guys are here.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh my gosh. He's like, Eloquin, I've been looking so much for you.
Oh, Jesus.
And
And Lance will cut him off.
This
Be like, to help APOC, right?
yes, definitely to help APOC. But when you're not busy, we could talk, or we can finish what we started yesterday. That would be nice. But yeah, it's definitely APOC. That's the guy. Let's worry about him.
And who is APOC here?
And kind of point towards APOC.
It took them a little bit longer to catch up. They left way later than you guys.
Well, because you drank.
Yes.
I'll say like, well, let me roll to see if you guys would have finally gotten there.
I was like, they're having this conversation. I'm like,
Nope,
are we
they are
even
not
there
there.
yet?
Oh my god.
We're
Because
taking
where
our
is APOC?
time.
Lance looks around and goes, where's APOC? Where's Alice?
Uh,
Did we leave those two alone?
Abok was the gentleman who showed up briefly, who is wearing a mask and all black. Your friends seem to have some sort of recognition of our friends as well.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see him last night, but
It was real briefly. He was the one that kind of called us away to
oh, the one,
join the rest of the group.
the one who took Erlon away. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. That I don't know much about him. Yonva didn't really mention him after you guys left. We didn't really talk about him more. You three. Is that literally?
Did she say she didn't talk? They didn't talk about us?
They didn't talk about.
No, didn't talk about him. They talked about us three.
Oh, okay. I thought she said we didn't talk about APOC or you three, and I'm just like, ouch.
No,
Like, just.
She said didn't talk about. Basically, when the guy that took for Eloquent, she just saw this random guy take Erlon away. They didn't really talk anything about APOC. They were just talking about you three, essentially.
So with that face, I'm gonna be like, well, what did you talk about?
She kind of like smirks and kind of like dashes her eyes a little bit. I don't want to gossip. Wait, I don't think it'd be very appropriate.
And besides, we were having pillow fights and lingerie in between the conversations.
But you see, Erlon has this penis. Okay, I'm gonna see how many minutes it takes for them to show up.
Oh no. They never show up.
17 minutes later. So
It's
you
just
all-
awkwardly staring at each other.
We were having a heart to heart and slowly walking on the way over. Okay,
You-
Alice
Actually-
is.
Eloquent is getting a little like you called out her name screaming, then you pull her into the room, and she's trying to make polite talk, but you can definitely tell she's like Where you want my like? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And finally, APOC and Alice arrive.
And he's actually responding to her conversation. She's cheered him up a little bit.
It's the whiskey, it'll do that. But no, she's definitely not. She's not pressing into any sort of matters or whatever. She's just talking to him about the day, and she's telling him about how excited she is that she got a letter from Bruce, and she's telling him all about Bruce. And they get kind of distracted because they walk past like a store or something, and she's just like window shopping a little bit, thinking about all the stuff she could buy, and she's just, when you're down, sometimes you need a little ray of sunshine, and she's trying to be a little ray of sunshine.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and mark 2 points of intelligence off.
For conversation.
Dang.
You know.
All right. Hello. My name is Eloquin. And she kind of does a little bit of a curtsy.
He just kind of stares at her.
APOC and Alice. APOC is just staring at her.
Yeah. With a look of distrust in his eyes.
He's
I
the serious one of the group, as you can tell.
see. May I look at this? And she kind of glances at Lance. Of curse, you said something of that nature? I can describe it in the telegram I send to Zionva.
Yeah. He pauses for a second and then goes, okay, whatever. And APOC, show her your hand.
He obliges and holds his hand out.
Oh, sinner. Okay. I'll send to Zionva that you have that marking. That is concerning, though, on your hand.
It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
She does look a little awkward at that statement.
I mean,
Okay.
it does matter, but
It's all... I appreciate the help, but it's all going to end the way it's going to end. I'm damned. I know that. You know that.
So someone's dipped their toe into a bit of nihilism.
I know a lot of things, APOC, like a lot. Like, so many things, and I don't know that.
Lots of Linkin Park listening. Doesn't even matter. All right. Well, I'll reach out to my friend Zionva. Do you know where she can find you if she needs to?
We're supposed to go on a fetch quest type thing, go recover something for some merchants here in town. We'll probably be back at the watering hole where we met afterwards, and then I think we're heading to Jedna too. So if it's in the next few days, she can contact us at the watering hole. If it's going to be longer than that, we'll be in Jedna.
Oh, we'll be at the Ivory Palace.
Ivory Palace. And she kind of like pulls, she's like, not. All right. I'll see if she has anything she can reach back out. I know she seemed to be on an urgent quest of her own. But I'll describe the mark, and is there anything else to be aware of with that mark, or did it just appear?
He was holding his sword when it happened,
And he puts his hand to his scabbard to draw it and show her, and then he realizes that it's not there. Where is it?
It's safe, APOC. It's fine.
No, where is it?
I have it.
I want it.
You can have it back later.
I want it now.
Let's figure out what this is and make sure it's not causing it, and then you can have it back.
He steps up in an aggressive manner.
And I go in between them.
Eloquent just takes a step back, and she's just like,
Darling, now is not the time to act like a petulant child. We know you want something. Aren't you the one always telling me I need to, like, act properly or something?
If I'm to defend us, I need to be armed.
APOC, right now, you're the one that needs defending, and I'm here for everybody. But we're trying to help you. And if Lance says that it's not helping you, for right now, you don't need it. I understand you want to be the person to make sure everybody's safe, but currently I'm doing that. And in the past, you trusted me before. I need you to trust me again.
Oh my God, he blushes like he's embarrassed, and he just casts his eyes down and looks to the side and doesn't say anything.
It's not your weapon of choice, perhaps, but if it makes you feel any better, you can and M will kind of take his club off his hip and offer it out to APOC. You can have my club if it helps having a weapon on you.
Kind of looks at him and says, I can't carry something with wood.
Alice is gonna lift up her skirt a little bit and pull that dagger out of her little, like, leg sheath, and she's gonna flip it around so she's holding the blade and hold it out to him.
Great.
I have a rapier in my chest if you'd prefer that.
I don't want to see your chest. I'll go ahead and
I kind of
take the
do. How does
dagger.
that fit in there?
Yeah, an entire rapier?
You're right.
Just everybody's now looking at Alice's legs.
Your dress doesn't have pockets, but your chest fits a rapier.
My chest in the bedroom at the inn.
Oh, that explains a lot more. Yeah.
Oh,
have to-
you mean all of our bags that we left in the rooms that we told them we're not going to be... Oh, God, we need to go back there when we're done here.
Would you like this? Would it make you feel a little bit better?
He takes the dagger and he says, you're all treating me like a child, and I don't think that you realize how I dislike that.
I think
Not
we're
treating you
more
like a-
treating you as a member of this party, and when a member of the party needs a helping hand, that's when the rest of us step in.
Nobody can get mad at M. He just continues to look.
And he says that out loud. No one can get mad at him.
And Lance is going to turn back to Eloquent and goes, sorry. His weapon is a Hellfire Sword, and he's
Been using it
So-
with reckless abandon.
Has it been
And
causing
he's-
mood changes in him or any other effects other than the marking?
I mean, he's
Mood.
always moody and angry and weird, in a good way. But Lance will step forward and just be like, I don't think he wants us to know, but he's Angelkin. And I think, from what my best guess, is that the two are not meshing together, having something from the hells and something that's divine are causing friction, and I think that's what's causing the problem. But I don't know
It's-
how deep it goes.
He's not being completely truthful. It's a holy weapon. They're trying to keep me from my holy weapon. They don't understand that I want it and I need it.
APOC? Who told you it was a holy weapon?
It is.
But
I'm better.
I mean-
I'm in a better position to understand what that weapon is than you are. I
but
found
my, but my question is, where did that information come from?
I couldn't tell you. It's just something that I know.
Darling,
No, as far as I know, that both of those things could technically be true. It could be a holy weapon from the hells to a devil, because if I'm not mistaken, aren't the devils have like some sort of, it's not exactly the same, obviously, but they're also sort of divine based in the sense
Yeah.
of being like on that scale.
Yeah, I'm not arguing whether or not it's a holy relic.
It is.
I'm asking specifically how did you get that information? That's all. I'm wondering where it came from.
Our paths, mine and the weapon. Its name is Harbinger. We
What the fuck
found
did you just
each
say?
other.
What did you
We
say his
found
name
each
was?
other. Harbinger.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that
fuck.
sword's fucked.
I don't understand.
Yeah, you kind of lost.
Danny
me
just
a
looks
little.
over at Lance like, oh, fuck, no, fuck.
What would you call a sword that meets justice?
Not that.
Justice?
I think you need a history lesson.
I think y'all do.
We're in a private room, right?
Yeah, Eloquent is still there, just smiling
Just
and nodding, because he's just like, what did I agree to?
You're
Where'd
here
you
too.
get the
Eloquent.
popcorn?
Everybody sit down.
Alice is gonna hold out her focus, which is a crystal martini glass, towards Lance.
Yeah.
And now I really wish we
And
got
Lance
the,
will just hand you the
food
bottle.
at the bar.
Shoot.
And he'll be like, to the guard, can you give us a minute?
No, the guard is not inside. He's
Oh,
out-
okay. Sorry.
The door is
Uh,
closed. He's out there in case there's like yelling.
Everybody sit down.
I prefer
This
to
we
stand.
we need to do this now because this is
Alice
this is
is gonna
potentially
offer
very
Eloquent a drink.
very worse bad than I thought it was.
I think you're mistaken.
Just
Daddy,
why don't you
give me
why
the
don't you sit and
dry.
listen to our story and then you can tell us that we're mistaken.
All right, I'm gonna pause you here and ask. It's already 10:30. Do you want to go forward for another 30 minutes? Is everyone okay with that, or do we need to end it here?
Let's stop right
At
here.
least one person is saying end it here. So this is gonna be a long conversation. So we're gonna end it here. So
Oh my god.
You don't need to read that book anymore, Alice. I'm going to tell you the whole
I was
fucking
about to
story.
say, do I need to like pull out the book and like flip through and find the
you might
notes?
want to
We'll
just
be
give.
doing
Yeah,
that.
you might want to give me that book back, honey. I'm
Yeah.
probably going to need it for reference.
Guys, it's fine. It's fine.
And Lance is just gonna look at Zany and go, "Yeah, you're."
I'm going to need to give you your book back. I know. Here it is.
Yep.
all right. Well, that was an interesting session, to say the least. And we will see what happens next time as our
Hang on to that cliff there, fellas.
cliffhanger.
Oh,
yeah.
APOC.
That wasn't even me intentional. I didn't do it. I'm like, most times you guys are creating your own cliffhanger.
The coincidence.
like-
Oh God.
It sounds like my plan was that you guys would be halfway to getting a feather back by now, and somehow we're gonna take this random elf that you were supposed to talk to once, and now we're gonna have a deep conversation about the history of the world.
With her
First of all, I
presence,
think you guys are overreacting.
Probably.
Literally,
You will find out.
APOC has just been
secret.
going off on Alice for drinking, and the second he loses his sword, he's like, give it back, I need my sword.
No, I ain't back.
He got
Give it
he
back.
had that vision that said forgiveness, but immediately just does not forgive. But we'll talk about that and talk for everyone out there, near and far. Thank you so much for another wonderful session, and tune in next time for more shenanigans and more deep dive of history and backstory. So,
Also, join us on the same stream on Thursday for the other
Chaos.
campaign as well.
Yes.
Yep.
Finally.
Yeah.
We will be
So
starting
happy.
the
I'm going to be so excited.
the Acronymic Adventures Guild campaign.
yep.
And we'll be
which stands
starting-
for.
What was that?
What does guild stand for those who don't know?
Does the DM know?
Grand Undertakings
Yeah.
in Lands Divided.
There you go. Yay!
Yay, we
He remembered his
spelled.
own
You
story.
remembered your own title.
Hey, I made that like what, a year ago?
Yay for acronyms.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm
Awesome.
surprised I got that far. I still remember what it stands for. But I have some interesting thing plans for the first couple sessions.
Yeah,
So,
we're all excited for it, and yeah, it's going to be fun. So, all right,
bye,
y'all, have
guys.
a good night, and see you all next week. And for some of you on Thursday, take care.
Yeah.
Right.